week we're going to be talking about classic Disney films. So, yeah. So, I mean, I bet we all have a lot of favorite, like, Disney movies, that we grew up watching. Well, yeah. Well, today, I'm actually gonna talk about a few that I'm gonna talk about. So, yeah, now I'm not including every single one because I haven't seen every single Disney film. I'm only gonna include the ones I grew up with and the ones, like, I owned on VHS at the time, so... yeah, okay, let's get started. Okay, first Disney movie is The Little Mermaid. I loved watching this movie. It was just so fun, like, oh my god, like, I mean, a movie about mermaids, who doesn't love that? Like, so yeah, I mean, like, really, I love fantasy creatures and all, so yeah. Yeah. Oh, and also, just the other night, well, I actually went on Disney Plus and I watched the The Wonderful World of Disney's Little Mermaid live that aired on I guess on I guess NBC, I think that's what it was called. Yeah, and well, I thought, you know what? Why not watch it? I mean, that sounds cool. So yeah, and I enjoyed it. It was very good. Good. So it's like a good. So yeah, I have to say, good movie out of all. I really liked it as a kid. So yeah, moving on. Okay, next one. In fact, same night as I watched the Little Mermaid live, I've actually rewatched this one, and it is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Now, here's a little something you should know. So my mom is loves the Evil Queen, like really, like, she really likes the Evil Queen. I mean, she has a lot of Evil Queen stuff, like she has, like, I actually remember, like, she used to have, like, an Evil Queen mug, and she even, like, has a, like, a Christmas ornament of the Evil Queen, and when I saw her, once when I was, I guess, seeing her, I was, like, like, hanging out with her at, like, one of the schools she worked at. She had, like, some, I guess, Evil Queen figures, which I thought were cool. And also, someone on Facebook actually made a portrait of her as the Evil Queen. And also, for Halloween one year, I dressed up as Evie, the daughter of the Evil Queen from Descendants, and I begged my mom to dress up as the Evil Queen, because, mother and daughter in real life, so what else could you expect? So, yeah. But there is also one thing you should also know. She doesn't like Snow White. And you want to know why? Well, it's because of her voice. But I guess after watching the movie again, I guess she was like, well, it's not as annoying as I remember it. I'm like, okay then. So, yes. Okay, this next movie, oh boy. I think you all know it because it's well known for the most tragic, death of a parent scene of all time in Disney history. And it is Bambi. Now, as a kid, I didn't actually cry from, Bambi's mother's death. Ugh. But I know it's how heartbreaking it is, to a lot of people. And I can totally see why, like, wow. I mean, just wow. Oh, my God. I mean, I didn't cry. In fact, I don't even cry from sad movies. Yeah, go ahead. Say I have no soul all you want, but I believe I do have a soul. So, yeah. But I decided to never actually watch that movie again because, it's just too sad in my opinion. So, yeah. Let's move on. Okay, another well-known one that I actually remember owning on VHS, which was Beauty and the Beast. And, I do remember, watching it, like, a lot, and, there were a lot of, like, moments. In fact, I think I remember when I was very young, my mom and I went to, went to like, I guess a Balboa Park, and they and they were playing a production of Beauty and the Beast. And in fact, a few years later, a friend of hers actually invited me to actually invited us to go see a production of Beauty and the Beast with her, which was pretty good too, and all that. So yeah, so I have to say, it was pretty good. It's a good show. It's a good movie overall. So yeah. All right, next movie. I actually remember a few months back. I actually when we finally got Disney Plus, I actually wanted to see I actually wanted to take a look what movies they had. I'm like, you know what? I do actually want to watch Peter Pan again, because I loved that movie as a child. So yeah, I did. I'm like, wow, okay. I have to say, very nostalgic, even if there are a bit of some maybe moments that won't work out today. But hey, yeah, so it's a good movie overall. Okay, another one who also has the tragic death of a parent scene that's very well known, and that is Lion King. Yep. Here's a funny story I actually thought I'd like to share. So, oh boy, so back in middle school, I guess it was our last day, we were sitting down, and my teacher, took out the movies, and we could watch The Lion King, and my friend who I've known since kindergarten was like, no, I don't like that movie, it's sad when Mufasa dies. I'm like, okay, wow. So instead of that, we ended up watching Land Before Time instead. So yeah. Okay, so this movie, I kind of stopped watching it after, I guess viewing it a few times, because it was just too creepy. And that is Pinocchio, and I think you know why. Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't like it. It was too creepy, and oh my god, that transformation scene with the, with the boys turning into donkeys, oh my god. That is totally creepy. I said, in fact, why did I even have that on VHS? I mean, really? But yeah, that's basically it. In fact, in kindergarten, I would oftentimes say that I didn't want to watch the movie, but some of my teachers were like, I'm sorry, well, Sumner, you're gonna have to accept. I'm like, oh my god. I don't know why I was that kiddish about it. Alright, next movie, Aladdin. So, yeah, I actually did like watching this one as a kid. Although I know that everyone's favorite part, I guess, about the movie is the genie, voiced by Robin Williams, and I can see why. Also, I noticed there have been also those parts, with him, making a lot of movie references. I'm like, oh wow. Well, I mean, I wasn't young and I didn't understand it at the time, so yeah. Yeah, so I have to say, good movie overall. Okay, so technically I didn't own this one on VHS. It was actually at I actually would always watch it at my grandmother's house. My grandmother from my father's side of the family, like my birth father, yeah. So yeah, sometimes I would come over and, I guess, if we were having dinner or or anywhere else, they would play that, movie to keep me busy. They would play that, they would play Cinderella to keep me busy, and I enjoyed it. In fact, I even remember a few years later, I ended up getting one of the Disney sequels on DVD, which was Cinderella: A Twist in Time. And oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe me. So and somehow, I don't know why, but the evil stepmother just made me mad in that movie, but she never made me mad in the first film. Man, the writers did too good of a job. you know, making her evil. Seriously. I just wanted to punch that lady in the face till she bled. Okay, yeah, I know, it took a dark turn there. Moving on. Okay, next movie, Mulan. It was a good movie. I really liked that one. In fact, I know there's supposed to be, you know, a reboot, which there's going to be I heard that's getting, you know, a Disney remake, a live action remake soon, which I know everyone's not really too happy about because of, you know, some controversial stuff, like, or, well, not maybe controversial, but just some stuff that's not good, that's not in the original, like no Mushu and no Li Shang. What the heck, Disney? But yeah. Okay, next movie, Jungle Book. I don't really know. I do remember. I just have fond memories of watching this with my parents, and you know, I mean, every time we had a family movie night, I would always be the one to pick the VHS movie. Like, I want this movie. I'm like, okay, and they'll be like, okay, put it in. I'm like, all right. So yeah, it was good overall. Okay, next movie, Robin Hood. So I actually remembered, well, a few years back, we were, like, you know, scrolling on Netflix, and this was way before Disney Plus, by the way, which, yeah, and, well, my stepfather saw the movie, and, you know, he just randomly played it, and we just watched it. I'm like, okay. I mean, it was actually pretty nice, because I haven't seen that movie in a while. And then another year later, when we finally had Disney Plus, my stepfather actually started watching it himself. And pretty much, I guess he stopped in the middle of it. And pretty much, when we were sitting at a table having dinner, he actually said, I tried to watch Robin Hood, but oh my god, it's just so hard to watch. Just because of how racist it is. I'm like, racist? What's racist about it? I don't remember any racism in it. And pretty much, I also pretty much just mentioned, you know, Song of the South being racist, because, you know, that's what a lot of people say about it. So, yeah. Okay, next movie, The Aristocats. Oh my god, this is probably one of my favorites, because my favorite character in that movie was probably the female girl kitten. I forgot her name, but oh my god, I loved her. Like, I don't know, she was just my favorite. She was so cute. I just loved her. So, yeah. Okay, next is, shoot, what was it? Oh yeah, Alice in Wonderland. So I mean, I did also own this one, I guess maybe on DVD. But here's also a funny story. So my grandmother from my mom's side this time, she actually had her own, she actually had it on DVD herself, and well, I remember whenever I visit, we would always watch it, and you know, I just loved it. It was so good. So yeah, it's a good movie. So yeah, good movie overall. Okay, next movie. Even though this one is probably considered a franchise, but I remember, you know, owning one movie about it, and that is Winnie the Pooh. So yeah, in fact, when I was younger, I had one Winnie the Pooh movie on DVD, and I don't know, I can't really remember the name of it, but I guess it was about maybe, you know, Pooh and, like, you know, the whole gang, like, going somewhere to find Christopher Robin and all that. So yeah. And I actually do remember when I was younger, the library that was in our neighborhood, like, I would go there with my mom, and, you know, I'd go into the DVD section to pick out a movie, and I guess sometimes it would be a Winnie the Pooh movie. I remember I would always pick one out. I just loved it. So yeah, I mean, there were some Winnie the Pooh movies I grew up with, even though they were all, like, you know, just rentals and whatnot. So yeah. Oh, and in fact, a little story. So around Christmas time, one time when I had the apartment to myself and my parents were out, I actually, you know, watched Muppets Christmas Carol. And after that, I looked through, I'm like, you know what? I think I'll watch this, you know, Winnie the Pooh film, you know, Winnie the Pooh, like, Winnie the Pooh, you know, Pooh's New Year. So, yeah, I watched it. Although I don't know if I maybe remember ever owning it. Maybe I did. Oh, and, also, I know this one's gonna sound silly, but I actually also remember, I think when I was very young, I went to the we were, I guess, on vacation. We went to the movie theater, and at the time, I guess, Winnie the Pooh Humpalump movie, you know, was in theaters, and we saw that, and that was fun. I even ended up owning it on DVD. And, oh yeah, also, Piglet's Big Movie was the first movie I went and saw in theaters when I was young, like, for reals. Like, ugh. And I remember in that 2011 movie, like, you know, I went there and saw it with a friend, even though we were like 11 years old at the time, but we didn't care. I mean, we were both fans of it, and it was cute to us. So, yeah. Okay, so, this was just one I think I remember watching the most that I thought was cute, you know, growing up, and it's Oliver and Company. And, oh my gosh, well, I don't know, this movie, I just loved watching it. It was so fun, like, really, like, best thing I could have ever watched. So, yeah. So this is the only, like, you know, Pixar, you know, movie to ever be on this list, and that's Toy Story 2. And apparently I only had Toy Story 2 on VHS. I didn't have 1 for some reason. So yeah, in fact a few days ago when my family was out of town and you know, my friend's older sister was you know, watching over me, you know, my friend, you know, she came over one day and, you know, we swam in the pool, and then later, you know, we went up to my apartment and, you know, we just had like fun. And, you know, we just watched some Disney Plus, and you know, we just watched Toy Story 1. And then I guess a few days later, after my parents got back, I watched the second film, which was good. I mean, it really brought back nostalgic memories, so yeah, I enjoyed it. So yes. Okay, last movie, and that is Sleeping Beauty. This movie was so good. I mean, you know, I think my favorite part about the movie were the fairies. Oh my god, I love those fairies. Oh my god, I loved Fonda. No wait, Flora. It was Flora, Fonda, and Merryweather. Yeah, I think that's how you say. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. So yeah, I mean, I just loved those three. I mean, oh man. So yeah, so that's pretty much all I gotta say about all those movies. So yeah, so anyways, I'll see you guys later.